to be with the brave people of Syria at this crucial time. There is, as we know, a popular rebellion is shaking the Assad regime. All the horrors that we are seeing, all the horrors that we can see in the times is a result of a regime that time is up. A regime that has to go. There's been vicious repression, as we know. At least 500 people have been killed. Men, women, children have been killed that we know of. More than 500. Vicious repression. But the courageous people of Syria battle on. They battle on. It started, we remember when it started, we remember a shopkeeper who was beaten by the police, by a traffic police who was humiliated, and the people came out and said, no more humiliation, no more. Just an ordinary shopkeeper who just wanted his life, he wanted his dignity, and then he stood up, and the people of Syria are standing up. And this is happening in a context, of course, where the people across the Middle East are standing up for their freedom, are standing up for justice, and any freedom-loving, justice-loving person in the world should be supporting the people of Syria and the people all across the Middle East who are fighting for freedom. Free, free Syria! Free, free Syria! Free, free Syria! Down, down, Assad! Down, down, Assad! Down, down, Assad! Down, down, Assad! Now, we can see that the regime is under stress. They're offering concessions. They're talking about getting rid of the emergency rule, maybe soon. They're talking about more freedoms, maybe in the future. But it's not enough. And the people are making clear that it's not enough. They do not trust the regime. They will never trust the regime. And the regime has to go. And this is following a similar pattern. We remember just weeks before in Egypt and the Mubarak dictatorship and the people rising up. And the dictatorship said it would not go. And it said it would give more freedom. And it said it would make some changes. But the people kept rising up until that regime toppled. And we want to see the same thing happen in Syria. The same toppling must happen in Syria. With over 500 people who have been slaughtered, this regime will never have its legitimacy again. Never. It can never return to legitimacy. The only way forward is the end of this regime and the